Wi-Fi signal ain't the best.
This is what you used to, right? This is what you used to. This is what you used to.
What is happening to the show?
But he pop up with this. He pop up.
All right, good evening and welcome to the Brown Paper Bag. God dang it, I'm up already. This is terrible. Hold on. Let's start this over again.
Gang. You sound muted, man. I can't hear you.
What up, everybody? It is another Monday. I'm tripping tonight, not unmuting myself, but what up, everybody? Y'all know what time it is, man. It is 7 o'clock, give or take, on a Monday night. So y'all know what time it is, man. It's time for the Brown Paper Bag Podcast, man. I'll let my co-host go ahead and introduce himself first.
What up, though? It's the infamous one, Corey. As you can see, Correct Defender Podcast on YouTube. I'll let your boy. We back doing this thing. I'm glad to be back. So that's just about it, man. Ain't nothing special about to keep my hair longer though. Ain't it? A skizzy in there, ain't she?
Yeah.
My hair
Yeah.
long, skizzy.
Yeah, long. They say long cat don't care, right? I got you, man. Yeah, well, y'all know who it is, man. She plays Sanji, man, aka Kung Fu Hebrew, aka the Grandmaster of Logic, in the building again for a Monday, a very eventful Monday, man. We got some big things we're gonna be talking about tonight. We got some main topics we gotta talk about, but before we get into everything that we're gonna be getting into tonight, man, we got some stuff we gotta discuss. So, sir, I don't know how difficult this is for you to talk about, but did you watch the Super Bowl yesterday?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched the whole damn thing, man. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm still a football fan. I love sports, right? But
Okay.
it was bittersweet, man. You know, I mean, sweet because it was, you know, the Super Bowl. But it was bitter, man, because damn, my dudes were supposed to be there. That was them, man. They would have did way better than that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I came in about midway through the first quarter, but I got a little random question because I know this is gonna be relative to what we're gonna be talking about a little bit tonight. A little bit.
Okay.
Let me put this back up on the screen.
All right.
Based on some of the chatter on social media, is that a black man?
Who? Patrick Mahomes?
Yes. Is he a black man to you?
I mean, you know what? No.
Got to go deeper than that. You can't just say no.
Well,
Why?
I believe he's he can be classified as an African American, but when we talking about the term black, right?
Okay.
Black is not just an ethnicity, right? Or a hue, I should say. Let me take it back. It's not just a hue,
Okay.
but it's the culture that comes with the hue. And I think from that perspective, African American, yeah, he can be that because if I'm not mistaken, one of his parents is black, the other one is white, right?
Yeah, his daddy, like they say, black is ace of spades. So yeah.
Yeah, so he can be that because that's the culture that he follows. You can look at the children that he's fathered and brought into this world, and also the woman that he married. So he's an African American, but like when we talking about black, man, depending on the time of the day, you could easily be a nigga, and no, he don't fall in either one of those categories.
So this to make sure we clear, black is only a term used for people in America, right? Or is it a worldwide thing?
Well, in my opinion, black is, we're direct descendants of slaves, and so I think that as an ethnicity, I believe that that's how you really black. You know what I'm talking about? Like your mom and daddy, everybody, direct descendants of slaves. Once you start going outside of that, then you lose that title, to me, my opinion, as being
Okay.
black in America. You can be
Got you,
African
got you, got
American. You got plenty of space over there. That's cool. Then we got an area for you.
you.
You ain't
Hey, so
telling me
he's an
you
that's a new take, man. That's a new take, man. He's an African American, but he's not black. Okay, I can see where you went with that. I'm gonna claim him. I'm gonna say he black because we want to have the best on our side. So 3-time Super Bowl MVP, 3-time Super Bowl winning champion. He black. We gonna claim him.
Nah, man, nah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody was talking about Lamar Jackson was our last hope. I'm like, we got
No, man,
Mahomes, we got
you can't
Justin
just be
Fields.
drafting people, man, just because.
I'm
Nah, man,
saying
you
he
got to
black because his daddy black. What are we talking about?
listen, man. He pulling up, man, on the west side of Atlanta. Huh?
A lot of people ain't pulling up on the west side of Atlanta. They
No,
not
man.
gonna
I don't care.
lose.
You got some family over there, man. Is you not pulling up at least once in your life on the west side of Atlanta?
I think he pull up on his daddy's people, and they
Nah.
probably
Well,
country. Let me
maybe, but I
let's see,
mean, this
let's see
culture
let's
wise,
see where his daddy is from. Hold on, let's see.
man. Okay, because I don't care
Nah, I
about
just
you
want to see.
stepping down for no
I just want to
football.
see where he would have to pull up to. Because what if his daddy from like the middle of nowhere? You understand what I'm saying? Let me see.
Then he definitely throw it off. Maybe African American.
All right, so let's see. His daddy
Barack Obama,
name.
African American.
Oh
I
look.
can give you a list. I can give you a list of people, man.
Okay, see Pat. Oh, his dad is named Pat Mahomes. All right, so he's
Okay.
53 years old. Let's see. Mahomes was born in Texas, one of 3 children. His father worked for a local oil company. So he grew up in, I guess, Lindale, Texas. So I don't
Well,
know.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's
eh,
not Dallas, but it is what it is.
yeah, I mean, hey, listen, they coaches might be different at the same time. I want to reserve black for everybody that's direct descendants of slavery, man. I
Both
just think that
parents.
that's reserved for that.
It's got to be
Yeah,
both parents. So we
my mom
cancel.
and daddy, you like your
Wait,
mom
wait,
and daddy.
wait. Hold on. So we wait. Just to be clear.
Yeah.
So we canceling the ones who might have been forcibly. We canceling them.
No, that's all of us technically, right? They want to be technical, but like
Nah,
I'm just talking about to where the lineage stays strong, man. To
I
where
got you.
we got like people that look like me and you, our complexions. I'm talking about the wide nose, the full lips, the dark hue. That
Mm,
that them some niggas, man.
got you. The outside of the ethnicity of Patrick Mahomes, the biggest story of the Super Bowl was clearly Taylor Swift. So I think she kind of took over the football season. I think that's who Ice Spice next to her, right?
Yeah, that's Ice Spice.
I have no idea who that was. I thought she was. I was like, she looked kind of young to be a Spice Girl, but I don't know who Ice Spice is. So anybody in the comments want to update me on who that? She a rapper or something like that?
She in the entertainment world. I know that.
Okay, yeah, I remember somebody
Like
said that she could
I
rap.
couldn't tell you right off the top of my head one of her songs, but I'm pretty sure I've heard one of her songs.
Me either. And of course, unless you've been under a rock, uh, Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelsey, and you know, there's a nice little embrace, I guess, after they won and all of that stuff. I know they had a picture where they was kissing and stuff like that, but yeah, man. I don't know. I just feel like that's a bad idea to kiss a football player directly after a game. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah,
don't.
that's
I
her.
feel like,
That's her dude, man. Me and Prince, he dated and kissed each other after they done did some wild shit at night. So
yeah,
I
but
don't
he could
think
have been
after the game.
bleeding by the mouth and all that other stuff, man. He just played the game. Now he could have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, that
but
mouth
still,
is.
man. Yeah, too many people caught up in them folks love. Like let that be what it's gonna be, man. We talking about Hollywood, man. What we talking about, man? At the most of 3 good years of them being in bliss, and then it just crashed out.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying
That's
to
all.
say. We got to talk about it while it's almost like they say you got to talk about it while it's hot because uh, we
Yeah,
saw that
but
she went through. He was number 3 last year.
who? Who her?
Travis Kelsey. He was her third boyfriend last year.
Oh, well, man, what she like to get around. Yeah,
Hold on, let me
man.
see. According
Shit.
to Google, she is a rapper. So that was referencing that was referencing the
No,
Ice Spice.
that man, according to Google, anybody can be a rapper, but okay, that's a whole nother
Yeah.
conversation.
Well, I mean, you did say in the last show that you do like Glorilla, so you opened the
Yeah, it's a
door
rapper,
for.
Glow got man, Glow be spitting. I'm trying to tell you. I even heard Method Man say Glorilla be blasting in his house. Yeah. And you know Method Man got bars.
I
No,
think
hey,
he
he
just said that just to I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna go hard on Glorilla tonight. Um,
yeah,
Next thing about the
he
Super
drunk.
Bowl, I guess the second. He said you can ask Andy Reid how fresh that breath was.
Yeah.
uh,
He was right
so
there. He was all in.
yeah. When he poked him out, I was just like,
Man.
no, I ain't gonna keep going there. But all I am gonna say is, I don't know if nobody else gets away with that. You understand what I'm saying? Travis Kelce kind of bucked on the coach in the middle of the game. I don't think if that was any other player not named Travis Kelce, that would have been acceptable. Maybe Mahomes could have got away with that too. But let's just say who else is on the Chiefs? What's that big old Chris Jones or whatever that big old defensive tackle would have did that to Andy Reid? He might have got tackled by like a sheriff or something like that. That's what I'm gonna say. Because technically they
Man,
could have called that assault.
yeah, but you need a storyline, man. So, I think that it wasn't no difference than I think what was it when the Eagles went to the Super Bowl with Donovan McNabb and what's my man name? Terrell Owens.
To
Terrell Owens.
yep,
They
to
kind of had something like that going on, but it wasn't no big deal. It's just a storyline.
right. And then last but not least, man, what was your thoughts on halftime? That's the next thing we got to talk about.
Man, the performance wise, it was the shit. Usher did his thing performance wise. I mean, he danced and did everything. Vocally, I wasn't, you know, not blew out my socks or nothing like that, right? But overall, it was a hell of a halftime show. It was one of the better ones I've ever saw, as far as production wise.
Yeah, I think start was a little shaky. It got good. Uh, I think after the Alicia Keys part, I think that's like the first little part because I felt like, okay, last year wasn't Rihanna last year. I think
I
so.
can't remember.
But I'm like,
I
okay,
can't remember.
Rihanna was pregnant and she came in from like the roof,
Yeah.
right? And then you
Mhm.
just had Usher, and this is like, all right, it's time for the Usher hat, and he just walking on the field, and it's a lot of weirdos around him, and I was like, it's not over the top. You had the weekend inside of a maze of mirrors and all this other stuff. It was over the top, but it's just like, oh, he's just kind of walking on the field right now. But I feel like me and my sister agreed once her came out, this was the moment where it all took a turn. This moment, even Usher was like,
No,
okay,
man.
yes,
That was cool. It was
yes.
entertainment, man. Like they just had layers of entertainment. I think her coming out playing the guitar for a couple seconds, however long it wasn't no bad thing. It ain't throw the
Wait,
show
no,
off
no,
or
no.
nothing.
I'm talking about took a turn for the better. This is where it got good to me when she
Oh,
came
where it
out.
got
Not turn
good.
for the worst. No, not turn for
Oh,
the worst. Turn for the better.
oh, oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh,
I
okay,
was
cool.
not I was not thrilled about his glove either. Another part that's been causing a little bit of controversy is him and Alicia Keys being a little kind of buddy buddy.
Man, Swiss Beats ain't what,
BUTTY.
man. Man, Swiss Beats ain't worried about nothing like that, man. That's a bunch of insecure niggas, man.
You don't think Swiss Beats was worried about him bunned up all up on his
No,
girl?
no,
No?
man. He was, man. They professionals, man. They know what to do. They entertainers, man.
Think so?
You know.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm just telling
I
you
just
what the
think it's
people
a
is
bunch.
saying. That's all. It was a
Yeah, I
lot of
know.
memes. It was a lot of
I
memes
know.
from that
I
scene.
know. I know, and a lot of those people, man, they just living in a world of insecurity, man. When she got off the stage, she wasn't sat next to Swiss, and that was that. Or however, a couple seconds and minutes it was, man, that wasn't nothing. Trust me, man. It's some guys that really need to be insecure as we doing this podcast in this world right now, because they woman
Mm.
really with somewhere that she shouldn't be. So I think if you said a word about Alicia Keys and them, man, people need to chill out. That's what
Uh-huh.
I think. Chill on
I
out.
like it. Nah, you good. You good. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to tell you what I heard, and I'm just telling you the memes that was sent to me. I'm just
Oh
relaying
no,
to
I
the
believe
people.
you.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
believe you. No, I
And
believe you. That
okay,
I finally ain't looked at no social media because I knew
right.
they was gonna be tripping.
And last but
So
not least, this picture. Any thoughts on just what we're looking at?
Not really, man. Is that I don't know. Is that Jermaine Dupri with that outfit on?
Yes, that would be Jermaine Dupri with the woman's church socks on. Yes.
Yeah, man. That was terrible.
Mhm.
Right? Which I guess that's an Atlanta thing. I don't know.
No, do not put that on Atlanta. That is no style of grown men walking around in little boy suits. I mean, is that a short suit or is that a skirt? I think that's a short suit. And some church socks. Nah, we don't know. We don't do that in Atlanta.
All right.
So I will not let you put that on the city, sir. Sorry. That is a Jermaine Dupri. Exactly. Those are little girl socks, sir. Yep.
You know, I mean, I don't know. I would think that he was putting on for the city, but you know, I could be wrong.
Yeah, but I'm like, putting on what though? He should have took off them church socks.
They probably drip, man. You know, y'all got drip.
What type of drip? When you put on a little girl's church socks, it's not like they got Gucci or Louis Vuitton or whatever ninjas is wearing these days. I don't know about that one.
Apparently, he thought it was okay.
Nah.
The worst. Huh? The worst.
Yeah, man. So I don't know about that, man.
No, A-Town down, man. A-Town.
Nah, that is, you are not gonna put that on the city. Not gonna put that on the city, man. So all right, man. So tonight is I know you're gonna be extra surprised, right? Because we're about to go into our next segment, which we like to call Smash. Pass. Or make it last.
Don't be scared of falling. Scared of falling. Don't be scared of falling in love. Don't be scared of falling.
BeatStars.com.
All right, man. And you know, I was thinking real hard about this, and I said, man, Super Bowl last night. Who could I put for Smash, Pass, and Make It Last? I said, man, we got Taylor Swift. We had her come out and perform. We had Alicia Keys. I mean, you know, Atlanta, Beyonce, everybody was in the building. Sierra and Russell might be coming back to Atlanta. And I said, man, who do I want to put on for tonight? And I thought about it, and I said, you know what? It's Black History Month, and we like to stay relevant. So tonight's Smash, Pass, or Make It Last, Harriet Tubman.
Come on, man. Why would you be playing like this? Like, why, man? Come on, man. Come on, man. Take that down, man, and put something up for real, man. Come on, man. Put something up real, man. Don't do it.
Oh, man. Hold on, man. Why are we about to put up something real? I forgot to go ahead and pay the bills, man. You know, this show is brought to you by...
Man, you play too much, man.
This show is brought to you by Southern Fusion Bistro out there. So if you're in the Jonesboro area, man, go check it out. All right,
Okay,
man.
man. I just
We
got
back.
hungry.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, that's my cousin's restaurant, and man, he got some
Man,
good food down there. He got some.
they gonna start for us a couple sandwiches or something. Let us, let us taste one.
Oh
Then
yeah,
when you
no,
get,
no, no. We could
I know
definitely,
you
send
have
an
it,
Uber.
but
You said, well, no, I done, I ordered it for the missus one time. She told me everything was good. I'm trying to get back. I don't never be in town. So next time I'm in town, I'm trying to rock out there, go get me one of them red velvet waffles and them collard green egg rolls and stuff like that. But yeah, man.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, no doubt. But we already talked about it earlier, man. Ice Spice, man. Ice Spice is allegedly a rapper. I guess she got some songs out and things of that nature. I'm not, like I said, too familiar on her music. I guess it would just go by her looks and the fact that she hangs out with Taylor Swift. So just physically, man. Anything you want to say about Ice Spice, man?
Man, I
She
think I need
working
to
for
come.
you or what? Go ahead.
Man, we need a couple more pictures, right? Cause like, okay, go back to the Super Bowl one, right?
Go back to the Super Bowl. Hold on,
Yeah, go back to
one
the Super
moment.
Bowl picture.
Okay, so this will be her at the Super Bowl with Taylor Swift.
Yeah, she looked like Orphan Annie on there, so that is a disservice, man. That's a real
Okay,
disservice on that picture.
I'm saying, we that's that. You already know this the internet now, so it could be plenty of pictures out here. You know what I'm saying? So if we need more pictures, sir, I can find you some more pictures. That is not a problem. You
Yeah,
understand? So
cause okay, yeah. So go to find, find like the most jazzed up one, like
the
let us
most
see. 'Cause,
jazzed up. I see one of
yeah.
her drinking a Capri Sun. I don't know if that'll
Oh, well,
help.
let's
All
see.
right, so,
She gotta
well,
have
nah.
some.
I kind of think this is gonna go towards what you were just saying. Hold on here. Let's just, you know what? Let's just make this easy, man. Let me just share my screen instead of me trying to go. Instead of me trying to download these things one by one. Why don't I just share them things? Here we go. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. All right, man. So, this is Ice Spice. Once again, this is Orphan Annie vibes again. Um,
You gotta
you
take
know,
the other one down. I can't see nothing.
about here. Any better? Let me know unless you feel like you've got a good
I
enough
can't.
idea
I
to
can't
when
see
you
nothing.
got one.
Because you still got the one with the Orphan Annie and Taylor Swift and the other
Oh,
girl.
my bad, my bad, my bad. There we go.
Oh man, I
Apologies.
can't.
You said you
You
can't
know what?
see it.
No, don't worry about it.
Is it bigger
I'm using my
now?
phone. I'm using my phone, but don't worry about it.
Oh, right,
Uh,
right.
I've seen enough. I've seen enough already.
All right, hold on. Let me stop sharing my screen. Here we go. And
I'm
when
a
it comes to Ice Spice, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna smash, pass, or make it last?
I'm a pass, man.
Okay, okay, it's a respectable choice, man. Just not your cup of tea, man. She giving you
Nah,
Orphan Annie vibes.
yeah, and then also too, she ain't giving me nothing that like. So what I saw, as a man, you wanna like her. You wanna
Okay.
like the woman. She gotta be there gotta be some kind of attraction right there. If there's no
Mm-hmm.
attraction, man, then of course at the same time I don't want nothing to do with it. I want to be able to show you off like this. She got some titties or something. You know what I mean? Like how she look, she
Mm-hmm.
had nothing. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, I don't know, man. Hmm, it ain't really that tough of a decision for me. I guess.
I already know what you gonna say.
What you think I'm gonna say?
You passing.
You know, nah, man. Yeah, man. It's
Okay.
probably one of them been on the truck too long decisions. But I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah, we gonna
She
go
looking
ahead and
good.
smash.
She looking good
Uh,
to you, huh?
not Really, not really. She just looked,
Okay, what
good.
was it then? What was it then? I want
Uh,
to
you
know
know, it's
what was it that was like. At least you want to just
you.
hit that.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you can't see all the pictures I can see. It's a couple of pictures where she looked like she got a
Oh, cool.
little. I don't. Well, she is a little. She a little too. She might be a little too. I'm gonna stay what it is. I'm just gonna say for right now. I'm just gonna stay with Smash. I believe I can
Okay.
get through it. That's what I would say. Not like she just horrible to look at, but she has a little. She's a little pale. She's a little pale for my taste. I like them.
Okay. Yeah, I don't
A
like
little.
that either.
Yeah, she about the color of your wall, and I'm like, I needed to be a little.
Yeah.
She need to hit the tanning salon or whatnot. But
No, she don't need to get no tennis salon. Just be her, cause somebody will
yeah.
like it.
I'm saying, hey, if I'm gonna like it, she needed the tennis salon because I need a little melanin, a little color, like something. When she hit the sun, she just look like she don't be out in the sun a lot. Like she's a pale black person. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like
Okay.
it's one thing to be light skinned, but it's
She
another
supposed
thing
to
to be like,
albino. She supposed to albino.
yeah, like she's bordering that. But last chance. You sure you don't got nothing to say? Nothing on Harriet. Okay. Okay, bro. I'm just checking, you know what I mean? Like it is Black History Month, so we do want to, let the ancestors know what, Black
Yeah,
History was at.
I want to put a disclaimer out there. I wouldn't
Uh-uh.
I wouldn't
I mean,
toy with the ancestors like that. That's this dude right here. Okay, y'all. So whatever agency they want to preserve these people's idea of them, yeah, come at
what
this guy.
what
Come at him,
agency,
please.
man, what
I don't
agency
know.
gonna do
It's
something to
some
me for talking about here? I didn't say nothing bad. I was just, trying to keep it
well,
relevant to Black History Month, man. So
not on no smash pass to make it last, man.
all
They're gonna
right,
get you.
man.
Don't worry about it. They're gonna get you the bars or somebody.
Oh, no, no, no. Ain't nobody gonna be worried about that. Let's
The
see here, man.
alphabet
So let's go.
city, you get somebody. All right.
All right. So um we're gonna be talking about this tonight, and I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen again because we need to kind of actually I'll get to that in a second. Tonight's show, we're talking about domestic violence and
Yeah.
kind of a central figure, I guess, has been in the scene for domestic violence. Do you want to kind of bring it in and kind of give a little bit of your thoughts to kind of bring it in a little bit? Then I got a video whenever you after you bring it in.
Well, we talking about domestic violence, and of course, the number one headline lately in the media when it came to domestic violence was Jonathan. What's his name? Majors.
Majors, yep.
Yeah,
Or
actor.
when
Yeah, dude. I think he actor, and so
right?
apparently he jumped on. What was it? His wife? I'm not sure if she was his wife or not.
I was his girlfriend.
Okay, girlfriend, and went to court on it, got found guilty. I think his sentencing coming up, but however, after her, he landed Megan Good, and Megan Good stood tall when he threw out the trial proceedings. So, this is the conversation that we're gonna have, and let's go with it.
Yeah. Let me see. I think I got a picture right here of his girlfriend. Well, first of all, I think his girlfriend was in the movie with him. I think she was in an Ant-Man movie with him. And let me see. I think we got her picture right here. So this is who I think her name is Grace Jabari was her name. So this is the one who basically had took him to court. So this is the two at I guess someplace right here. So this is Grace Jabari and Jonathan Majors, man. So yeah, like you said, I'm not sure if he's been sentenced yet, but yeah, basically ever since the trial, I'm not really sure how long he's been dealing with Megan Good, but yes, it's been interesting, man, to say the least. This whole everything that they said that happened to her, everything that kind of led up to it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like there are some situations where it's like I don't know, man. It's a lot going on in a lot of these different things, and you know, both people are alleging different things happen, and I think a lot of it came out from that. I guess what happened in the car. Um,
Yeah.
the whole car scene. I'm trying to get the. I got the video queued up. I'm just trying to find out. There was like some of these injuries that she suffered. Um, I don't necessarily know how some of these things could have happened, but did you watch the NBC interview that he had?
I think I may have heard bits and pieces on it on the Breakfast Club, but no, I didn't just watch the whole thing at all.
Okay, so it's like I'm the Jonathan Majors said that he suffered injuries as well. Um, yeah, I'm about to pull this up real quick. So this is basically what he said happened to him, and you'll be able to see it. It's interesting to say the least. But here we go. I'm gonna go ahead
Okay.
and pull this up real quick. So this is what Jonathan Majors alleged was his injury right here. So if you can see that on the screen, I'll blow it up here. Hold up. So yeah, you look there. He does have a little bit of blood in his beard right there. I don't know if you can see that, Corey, but
Yeah, I think
yeah.
I can see it. Yeah.
Okay, and then you can see her. She kind of has a scratch behind her ear, and then I think it was like if you look at her finger right here, like if we zoom in on that, uh, yeah. So it looks like she has some sort of injuries to her hand, her neck, and behind her ear. But what I want to do
Yeah.
now is we're gonna kind of go through this little video real quick. This is just something real quick where we can kind of see what happened during the alleged incident real quick. And fair use, man. We gonna stop it and slow it down a little bit, but this is basically what they were saying. What happened? So, yeah, make sure they got no volume. So we'll just kind of talk through it. So this is the video right here where he looks like he's trying to get her back in the car. Okay, and then she won't get in the car, and then I guess he kind of walks her across the street a little bit. And at some point in time, she's chasing him, and then he's still trying to get away from her. And then she keeps running after him, and then he's still he's running. And then she's running after him. Um, I mean, I guess he had probably just did the Creed movie, so clearly he seemed to be in good shape. So
Yeah, he
yeah,
running his ass off.
yeah. So this is a good distance run here. Um, so she almost like she about to get hit by a car chasing after him. And
Yeah.
yeah, he around the corner now. So yeah, I really, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, is he running
Run,
in like?
Forrest, run.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I think like he was kind of running in heels. He said it looked like it was pulled to the point of tearing. Yeah, he said it was more than a scratch behind her ear. Mhm. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
man. I don't know, man. This one, if that was what happened, because basically what happened was he was, she caught his phone or she got his phone and basically found out he had, I guess, been cheating on her or whatnot. And I don't know if he was cheating on her with Megan Good. That would be interesting to find out. But
It would
was
be.
he cheating on her with Megan Good, or was it a different woman? And does Megan know about this other woman that he cheated on her with? But pretty much, he was found guilty of it or whatnot. So yeah,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
do
I
you?
think
What do
too.
you? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. My bad. I should let you close out. Go ahead.
Oh no, no, no! I was just gonna say, so that's basically what's going on with the whole Jonathan Major. I think we're just waiting on sentencing. He did lose his Marvel deal, so he's no longer King the Conqueror, and he probably lost a lot of other movies. He thinks he's gonna come back from it. I don't know. I don't know if he's coming back from it. I feel like I ain't gonna even say Johnny Depp came back after his allegations, but he was found not guilty, so that's a little different.
Yeah. Um, I mean, it's a little bit to digest with this whole thing because, for one, there's always three sides to every story. Uh, his side, her side, and ultimately what's the truth, right? So, and a lot of us don't know. This is like, for example, when I see a lot of this stuff in the media, I don't get too overly emotionally involved with it because I already know that there's multiple sides to the whole thing. Um, from my observance, I mean. shit, she ain't get her ass kicked like my aunties and them used to get their ass kicked. And I mean, they used to get beat the hell up. Like my mother, for a minute, when my father used to be in an abusive relationship. So, I mean, don't get it twisted. All forms of it is wrong. I ain't trying to justify it or anything like that, or even make light of it. But
Mm-hmm.
what I am saying is, though, it's like um, there's a lot of cases that, like, I see all the time in the media where black women don't get this kind of justice from men jumping on them. And I think that's the unbiases about the system. I mean, if she wasn't a white woman, would she had got this kind? Would this had made this kind of the news coverage? Got the news coverage that it did? Would it have been talked about continuously on blogs and stuff like that if this was a black woman? Probably not, because I don't even think that ultimately she would even went to court on it. So I mean, I think
Right.
there's a lot of different things to look at when it comes to this particular case. Once again, I'm not justifying or making light of abuse, especially physical abuse. But what I am, just looking at it from different perspectives pertaining to the law of it all. So,
Yeah. You know, when you look at some of these situations, and I kind of look through, not really like I've dug into the case or anything like that, but when I heard about it and I started looking at it, then I saw the tape that we just watched. I think when he did that interview on whichever Nightline or whoever it was, I felt like that hurt him, because this is the one thing you got to understand what you're watching and what you're looking at, because it's like, if he's sincere about what he's talking about, he's
hmm
also a trained actor. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
So he's a good actor. So even if he's crying, even if he's emotional, he's made millions of dollars doing that. So
no,
when he was
he ain't
on,
that good.
yeah, well, when he was on the show, I felt like he hurt his claim. And I think if you saw what
Jesse Smollett, he ain't he ain't do too good of acting job. He got his own
Jesse
ass cook, but
Smollett
anyway.
was terrible on Empire, I'm talking about somebody who can actually act. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Jesse ain't the same. He ain't in the same league as Jonathan Majors. Jonathan
He
Majors
acted
got
though.
range. Huh?
He's an actor though, so I mean, like, with his
Yeah,
acting,
but you know, all actors are not created equal. You know, I
okay,
mean,
yeah, no,
Jesse
facts, facts,
Smollett is Jesse
facts.
Smollett is basic. You know what I'm saying? You want to say, yeah, you know, it's like saying if Denzel got caught up, you already know, but Denzel could get on camera and be like, you know, almost they could have the
Mhm.
OJ glove on Denzel. I'll be like, nah, he couldn't have done it. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll hit that John Q level acting on you, but you'll be tearing up while he doing it. Like, yeah,
That is
Denzel
true.
did that. But when I look at a lot of these things, like, I don't want to. I always want to try to let things play out, and I don't necessarily want to jump to conclusions when I first hear it, because the first thing sometimes I hear is I'm like, "Who lying?" And I hate that I do that, but I
hmm
don't want to believe either the person who was accusing somebody or the person who was getting accused. Like, I just feel like somebody's lying, and I always be trying to figure out who's lying, and I hate that my brain functions like that. Like, when I see something, it's just like,
hmm
which one of y'all is lying? Because either you is like Ike Turner, or she crying wolf trying to bring another black man down. That's kind of how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I want to be more fair and impartial with some of these things, because because I do feel like this is a problem, and it's a problem that's not being addressed properly.
Oh, that's when you pause it
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like,
at. You just
I was like,
abruptly
oh man,
stop.
my man. I was
Oh,
like, hold on, man. Did you fruit? Did you free? I was like, oh shoot, let me keep
no,
going. Then
no,
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 go ahead.
yeah,
That was my fault.
no, no. Uh, I also, so I would add like or oppose the question as a whole to you. What is
Okay.
your thoughts on domestic violence as a whole?
Yeah, I think it's a problem. I think it's a problem of uh, number one. I think it's an emotional thing, right?
Yeah.
It's an emotional thing from two sides, because sometimes I don't. How can I put this? Okay, I don't like men who get emotional and feel like their way to respond to a woman is to physically lash out, right?
hmm
But I will then turn it and say, I think it's an unwise idea for women to antagonize a man when, you know, like this is something that I think, I forget who said it, but basically what they're saying is, if I'm going to open my mouth and say, like for example, you know, I be out here on the road, you know what I'm saying? Somebody at the truck stop, you know, might be like, hey man, hey buddy, can you move your truck? I might be like, man, you know what I'm saying? I might buck on him, you know, because I feel like he challenged me as a man. So if
Yeah.
I say something, there is a threat of violence, hypothetically, from me to him, from him to me, right? Versus if a woman came to me and said, hey, move your motherfucking, you see what I'm saying? And did that to me, the same thing. I just kind of gotta just take it and just, because there, to me, there's no threat of, I'm not just gonna swing on a woman for necessarily yelling in my face. So when it comes to domestic violence, what I hate is like the women and men who are involved in it and they just basically continue to stay. So that's the reason why I would say, like, my thoughts on it are two-sided. From the men, I don't like men who get emotional and you lash out and put your hands on a woman, but I also don't like it when the women antagonize, and sometimes the women put their hands on the men knowing that it shouldn't turn into a physical altercation. So when I look at
Yeah.
domestic violence, I'm looking for those clear-cut cases where it's, I mean, the man is just putting her head through the wall, she's covering up bruises at work. Those type of cases, like, you know, that's when I'm like, yeah, that dude need to be put underneath the jail, or he need to be put in the cell with the biggest, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, try beating on that dude. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about domestic violence as a
What up,
whole.
Brody? Check out Brody in the chat. What's happening, Brody?
Okay, okay. Well, dang, I'm about to say, you can see the comments better than me.
Yeah, I can see.
What
What's
up,
up,
Brody?
Brody? You know, it's this case that happened in Chicago. I
Okay.
want to say last year, and
Mm-hmm.
it was captured on video. Um, the part that I seen that it started off at, it's this guy. They, like I said, they in some little restaurant, some little corner joint in Chicago, and he telling the lady, "Leave me alone. I'm begging you, please leave me alone." And the
Mm-hmm.
lady would not stop antagonizing, so he started punching the lady. Like he hit this lady like she was a straight up man, and then
Right.
the lady's son shot and killed him.
Oh,
Yeah.
you,
So
you know
I
what
was
case?
watching.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Now, what was you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say, what case comes to mind is Ray Rice. That
Ray
caused a
Rice.
lot of You don't remember Ray Rice when he punched his girlfriend in the elevator and knocked her out?
Oh yeah,
And
knocked out. Yeah, knocked her out. Yeah.
yeah, like that one to me was like the one where I mean, I knew what he did was wrong, but when I keep
Hmm.
going back and looking at the tape, I'm like, why? You know, I'm almost like to the point where, like, why would you get in this man's face? Not saying that it was right, but I'm just like,
But yes,
some,
why would you put yourself immediately or in that kind of danger when it comes to dealing with a man?
yeah, I'm saying,
Don't
ladies,
get
you can
because I
yell
ain't
and scream from,
justifying.
yeah, I'm
Go
like
ahead.
yelling, scream from a distance. You understand what I'm saying? Like, to me, I feel like it's like the hold, let me see. It's on oh, I got it on this video. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, where is it at? Hold on, let me see. Cause it's like one part where I'm like, yeah, she way too close. Okay, I think it's this one. Let me see.
Oh, hell no!
I know you better get out of my face! Out of my face! Out of my face! Motherfucker, just be big nose, puff eyes, see hairline. That ain't no man!
You see, like that part right there where she's all like, that's doing too much. You understand what I'm saying? From that movie, I'm like, why would you be all, you know what I mean? Like, that's too much. Like, I understand you could be upset. I'm not saying, I put it to you like this. I don't believe it's justified whichever way it goes. The woman should never be physically putting her hands on. The only time you should be putting your hands on your man is if you try to make him feel good, not no other type of nonsense. If you try to physically harm a man as a woman, to me, that's just going to end at disaster, because I feel like unless you've been trained and you know what you're doing, like, you're not going to turn the Black Widow all of a sudden and really handle no man if he
No,
really
you're not.
wants to defend himself. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like you're going into a situation trying to make a point, and I get it. You're angry. You might not be thinking, but I feel like there's a level that you should never cross, the same way, like I said, when I'm dealing with another man, if I decide to retaliate and something happens to me, that was my fault because I was not able to control myself. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes, but I feel like women will do that. They will just in your face, and they will just keep going and going because I feel like they don't, if they know, or at least they believe in their mind, there is no threat of violence, then they'll just, it's really no limit to it.
No,
And
man, they be knowing. I think that every individual can recognize danger when danger is really present, right?
right.
So the idea of just pushing, not just nearly a woman doing it to a man, or a man doing it to a man, or a woman doing it to a woman, put intentionally trying to push a person to the point of brink, man, that's almost like
Mhm.
suicide, right?
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. I think that and that's another part about it, right? Like I can think about, I'm trying to think about when I could say I was at my angriest point ever. And if I think about how angry I was or what could have started that argument, or just, like in my marriage, when was I at my angriest? Like when was I just like foaming at the mouth, angry? Like what happened? What started it? Anything like that. And I just feel like at a certain point, I just realized like, okay, I really need to calm down. I need to go outside, or I need to
Yeah.
get some distance. But I feel like in one situation that happened to me, it was on some old kind of thin line between love and hate. What was the movie with Mark Wahlberg where he was beating on his chest to make it seem like his daddy was that Fear? I think was the name of that movie, or
I
whatever it
don't
was.
know. I
But
don't even know.
the bottom line was this, right? Heated argument between me and this young lady. I was like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this. I'm going to leave. So she
Hmm.
reached out and she grabbed me on my leg like a little kid. And I looked down and she's about 5'2", 115 pounds. So I'm like, ma'am, will you please let go of my leg? She wouldn't let go of my leg. So I tried to, continue to walk my way out the door. And I kind of, she kind of just would not let go. So she kind of got drug along the floor. And then she later on got mad at me because she said, like, I hurt her because I guess she got what they call it, an Indian burn or rug burn. I said, you should have
Yeah,
let go.
rug burn.
Like,
Yeah.
if she wanted to accuse me of domestic violence, I'd be like, how? I
But
was
but
trying
she
to walk
she
away
could
from
have
the
though.
situation. But now
She could have though. She could
she
have, and you would
could.
have got in trouble.
And that's the point, though. That's the annoying part to me because I'm trying to get away from a situation that has escalated to the point where now you feel like you have to grab onto my leg like a 3-year-old and try to keep me in the house when I'm saying I need to go outside and cool off. And then all of a sudden, I'm just trying to walk, and you kind of get drunk a little bit, like, oh my arm, here we go. You see what I'm
Man,
saying?
you
But
know,
then once again,
uh,
it could have just been she called the police, right? Police come
yeah,
out, they take me
they took,
away. Then all of a sudden
they,
I'm in Saul G
yep,
abuses spouse. And it's like,
yep,
wait a minute, and it's over with.
yep,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Every time somebody Google me, they gonna pull up that domestic violence police report. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's my point. Like, I I hate domestic violence, like real domestic violence, meaning with the intent, or even not sometimes the intent. It's like I get mad and boom, haul off and hit a woman. That to me is horrible. I don't like it when it be like this play, pray, pretend. You understand what I'm saying? Woman trying to block the door, and then you move the door out of the way, and she fall. Oh my God, you pushed me. I don't
yeah,
like type of. It's like because now you playing games with somebody's life.
yeah.
Like
I ain't never been in one of those situations. I usually, I shut it all down. I turn into a man. I don't even say nothing no more. Yeah, you gotta
I
be.
was trying. That's what I'm saying. I was trying to leave, sir. I was trying to
Yeah,
shut it down.
I
I
just,
can't help. I don't know why she felt like grabbing my leg was a wise idea. It's not like I kicked her.
man, in anytime you responding, man, emotionally to a situation, man, it's never wise idea. So,
So, so question. She grabs onto your leg. It's like on the old movie Speed. What do you do? What do you do?
man, I mean, I don't know. I can't answer the question because of, I mean,
You just
hypothetically
stand there?
speaking,
Yeah,
yeah,
hypothetically speaking,
Yeah, I stand there and I just talk crazy. Like, for real? You gonna just hold my leg? Like, I mean, I'm probably do some shit like that.
and for I mean, I guess for a certain amount of time. But I feel you. I mean, like I said, I'm not even necessarily saying I handled the situation properly, but what I am saying is me not being a violent person, the fact
Yeah,
that
I know. I
hypothetically I
get
could
it.
have had some domestic violence charges for trying to walk away from
Yeah,
a
yeah,
5'2" individual yelling and screaming at me like she was crazy.
yeah. Nah, I trust me. I get it. You know what I'm saying? That's why brothers got to be careful out there, especially when you dealing with what you're dealing with.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
try to take the walk to the wild side, man, you gotta understand, man, that you might have to go to jail.
yeah.
If you keep your ball in your backyard, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I just say like you never really know what type of woman you dealing with until like she kind of sort of go off that one time. You know what I mean? Like I don't
I
think we
think that's
really
for
know who
anybody.
we dealing with.
That's for
Yeah, I
anybody.
know, but that's what I'm saying. Like you don't necessarily. I always say like it's kind of sort of like that. What they call it, that fight or flight response, or that tiger that they say that's been in the cage or whatever they say. Well, basically, somebody feel backed into a corner and you don't know whether they gonna bite you
Yeah,
or do something crazy. So it's just like
yeah,
you never really gonna know how far you can push somebody until you push them that far. Like somebody might just sit there and think like you just gonna sit
yeah,
there and just okay, all right, I'm
yeah.
sorry,
No, you don't
okay, take it, and
at all.
then
You
it,
don't.
it, it get taken there or a certain point. I don't necessarily know what could be said that could just trigger that moment, but yeah, man, I that's the reason why I say like I go back and I think one of the most obvious or one of the most well known cases of domestic violence was Ike Turner and Tina Turner, right? And we
Yeah.
don't even know the insides and outs of that, but we could physically see the damage. We could physically see he was abusive. We could physically, and we could even see he was controlling and all the other things that he had going on. And it's a situation where it's like, I mean, those type of cases are the ones where I'm like, okay, we gotta, somebody gotta try to get the person help and things like that. I'm just saying, like, when it comes to anything dealing with the court system, anything dealing with different cases, I want these men and women who are guilty of these things, because one thing a lot of people don't talk about. I mean, we're not gonna go deep. I mean, we're not gonna really go into it, but they talk about domestic violence amongst like women in same-sex relationships is really high.
I wouldn't know.
No,
I've
I
never
mean,
had
no,
a.
I'm saying that's a statistic out there. They talk about women in same-sex
Yeah,
relationships.
look, you got to talk crazy and everything, man. Listen, man,
Right.
we talking about human beings. I don't give a damn if it's a heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual relationship. You gonna have the same elements in all of it.
Absolutely. And I'm just saying, like for example, that was the Brittany Griner case, not the Russian one. But she had an issue where she allegedly got into it with one of her girlfriends, I believe. And that's one of the
Uh,
things they kind of swept under the rug. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about what only reason why I bring that up is because it's not really prevalent. Like we normally see
mhm.
it's always men versus women. Or we don't really even hear about it in other communities that might be dealing with the same thing. Two men, two women. We don't normally really hear about any abuse that could be going on in those communities. When, like you say, if we're all human beings, then it should be kind of balanced out about the different things. But I'm just saying a lot of those cases sometimes don't come to the light. But I'm saying like that's what I'm saying. It's happening
I got
everywhere. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not necessarily trying to say it's worse or it's one thing. I'm just saying like yeah, it's going on. Like just not with the heterosexuals. It's also going on
yeah,
in that
stuff on
community
ever.
as well. Mm-hmm.
Facts, facts. Which is some bullshit, but yep, gotcha.
I got you. What was I gonna ask you? Do you have anything coming up, man? I know we just kind of got back into the groove of things with this podcast, man. Are you bringing back corrected felon? Are you gonna do what was it Sunday good news again or
No, I ain't gonna do Sunday good news. I'm doing corrective felon. I'm just I'm tuning up for it, man. I'm really about to get back into the whole groove of it. Chad's got to get me another computer. My
yeah yeah
computer
yeah
too goddamn slow.
yeah no
So
doubt. I mean, well,
I'm waiting on like every other nigga in the country. I'm waiting on my tax returns. You understand what I'm saying? So I have a little extra cash when I do go buy me a new laptop and I'll be back golden. But no,
No
that's
doubt,
all I
no
need.
doubt.
I want me a new mic too, so I'm just waiting to get that. But other than that, no, I got some other shit I'm working on though. But
Okay.
it's more community based. It's more trying to shift the trajectory of uh at-risk youth and stuff like that in the community. So it's got more stuff like that going on. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, correct for the podcast is coming back with a little bit more. I'm about to get this 501c3 nonprofit. That's my next big move, and really take it from there.
Okay, well, shoot, man, that's what's up, man. Well, we might have a big guest lined up for it when you start doing it again, man. It's a guy whose first name is a very popular city in South Carolina, and whose first name is a very popular city in South Carolina,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah, man, that's
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
dude.
So
I already know what
yeah,
you're talking about.
so if once you start getting it popular, we already got to end. So I don't want to, people know who I'm talking about, man. Very very light color on the spectrum, city in South Carolina, man. We trying to work on them right now. See if we can get them on something, man. Because when that man start talking,
Don't
people
don't
start
don't
listening.
don't don't talk too much about it. Let it be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm just
Put a
it's in the
fork in that.
works.
Put a fork in that.
Yeah, it's in the works right now. We just know we working behind the scenes to try to bring some good content and stuff over here. Uh, but yeah, man. You got anything else, man? Any other uh cases or any other stories? Anything you got on domestic
No,
violence?
I'm
Anything
cool.
you think of?
I'm cool. Like, I only thing I would say is this here. Hey, I'm totally against the uh any I'm against any crime towards a woman or a child. You know.
Um,
But I would say one thing we need to do as human beings, we need to learn to communicate more without always responding with our emotions to the situation. Let's put some logic and reason into our everyday lives, and then we wouldn't have situations like domestic violence as long as we function from the level of adults. But also, like I say, using logic and reason and applying that to the resolution of every situation, we wouldn't have that. So that's just my advice on it. Cut that shit out, dudes. Y'all know y'all can beat y'all girl up, man. Ain't no need to do all that because she attacked your little ego. And ladies, man, put a fork in it when you know that it's too much. And that's just coming from a hood perspective on it. And that's it.
no doubt, man. Once again, man, we'll be back. We got another week full of things going on out there, man. So you know, to my little homie watching.
Okay, bye.